which is something that he's indicated to me.
All right, so how are we going to address the homeless issue and all of that?
Well, can I go to a homeless group home?
No, I mean, it's just in general. No, you're not doing that right now. What you're charged with is aggravated assault with.
The hearing begins with a heavy charge, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The judge makes it clear this isn't a minor issue. A potential 20 years in prison hangs in the balance. Right away, we feel the tension. Imagine sitting there, knowing your future could swing between freedom and Decca Thompson truly understays behind bars.
5 years deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Now, you wanted to address the McMouth evaluation, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what do you want to say about that?
Judge, my client has been in custody, unable to postpone since November. Judge, I truly believe this incident might have occurred due to some med adjusting after speaking with the family. So, Judge, I'm just asking if you would consider to allow those evaluations to be done out of custody, considering the amount of wait time for beds should Mr. Thompson need inpatient treatment.
The court announces 5 years of deferred adjudication and an official finding of family violence. Then the defense argues this might all stem from a bad reaction to medication. The lawyer is asking for compassion. Let the evaluations be done outside of custody. This introduces a big emotional conflict. Justice versus mercy.
All right. And State, have you talked to Travion Martinez? And does Travion Martinez wish for Mr. Thompson to be on deferred?
Your Honor, the victim on this case was not cooperative, and he stated that even if we were to proceed, that he would hope that he would get probation and some type of mental health counseling or help.
Mr. Thompson, where are you going to be living? You're on mute. If you could press yes. Where will you be living?
With my sister.
And who is your sister?
Gloria Martinez.
I'm sorry, who?
Gloria Martinez.
Have you talked to her?
My lawyer has.
I spoke with her this morning, Judge.
Does she want him to live with her?
Yes, Your Honor. She's been caring for him for the past 2 years.
The judge turns to the victim's stance. Interestingly, the victim wasn't cooperative and even expressed hope for probation and counseling, not prison time. That changes the weight of the case. Then we hear Mr. Thompson will be living with his sister, who has been supporting him for 2 years. This moment softens the courtroom atmosphere, but it also plants seeds of doubt. Is this really the safest environment?
All right, Mr. Thompson, do you have employment or are you receiving SSI?
See SSI.
And you get yours.
And what are you planning on? I mean, what do you do in your spare time?
I do construction jobs, and I'm gonna find me another job.
All right. Well, I'm not in the SSI department. I don't know if you're allowed to work.
No, because I am on a work program called Work Ready. Is a program that I'm under. I can work and still get my checks.
Okay, what is the name of the program, sir?
Because Work Now is a government entity that was made a while ago.
Okay, because I know SSI checks are not a lot, and then not to be allowed to do what you can do is always complicated. So I'm glad you're able to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you know how to Zoom? If I require you to report by Zoom, are you able to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a case manager?
I had one in Austin, but I could try to get one.
I think a case manager will really be helpful to you, okay?
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
not necessarily going to order that, but you probably would be better with your medication compliance.
Discussion shifts to Thompson's income and work program. The judge questions whether his SSI allows him to work, and Thompson explains he's in a program that lets him do construction jobs. The judge appears sympathetic but cautious. Here we see both the humanity of the defendant and the system's complexity.
Mr. Thompson, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
Well, ma'am, I just want to get out of jail. That's all. And I will
So
never.
you need to get out of jail in order to be successful. We're working on that. So anything
ma'am.
other than the get out of jail part.
No, no, you're great. You do everything like you're supposed to do. Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Thompson. All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Thompson, I saw where you were the complainant's uncle. We're gonna have to do better, all right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, well, you don't have to apologize to me, but you probably need to apologize to him.
Yes, ma'am.
I find it best when people get upset, just walk away.
Yes,
Just,
ma'am.
you know, find a place to calm down. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna send you to breakout room number 1. Are you the same Louis Fletcher Thompson who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 0273?
Then comes the turning point. Mr. Thompson is reminded he's already under deferred adjudication for the very same charge. This isn't his first violation. He admits he failed to report as required. Suddenly, the courtroom mood shifts from patience to frustration. The judge makes it clear his freedom is hanging by a thin thread.
Sister.
Gloria Martinez.
All right, you're not supposed to be staying with Gloria Martinez.
I know, I'm sorry. I
Well,
thought she would help me, but.
no, you're not supposed to be staying with her. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
Well,
So there are rules in place for you. If you don't follow those rules, you could end up going to prison for 20 years.
yes, ma'am.
You are not allowed to stay with Gloria Martinez.
Yes,
That is
ma'am.
clearly in your conditions.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
And, well, I mean, you should be sorry for you
I know.
because you're making bad decisions as though your life means nothing. Why you would want to live with somebody who is selling you ice is beyond me when you know you have a drug problem. You
I'm
understand?
sorry.
Well, no, I mean, you should be apologizing to yourself and apologizing to your body
Yes, ma'am.
and apologizing to Lifetime Recovery because Lifetime Recovery spent resources on you, and they spent resources on you because they think you're worth it. And then you just throw it all away to go live with your sister who's using drugs and giving you drugs.
The judge erupts in frustration when it's revealed Thompson has been living with his sister, who was actively supplying him drugs. This is not just a technical violation, it's a betrayal of the court's trust. The judge's words are cutting. You should be apologizing to yourself, not me. The emotional weight here is huge. It's not just about law, it's about wasted chances.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to stop living with your sister
Yes, ma'am.
and being contrite in front of me and apologizing for doing what you know is wrong is not really an apology. That's an apology to me for getting caught. It's not a true apology. That's you saying it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. You knew you were not supposed to live with your sister. So instead of coming to court and asking for permission, your idea was, I'm going to live with my sister. And I know your sister then forced drugs upon you. You know you have a drug issue, but you went to go live with your sister because you could get drugs. And now you're coming to the court and saying, let me apologize to you. Let me ask for forgiveness because I didn't want permission because I knew you were not giving it. So I'll follow your agreement, but I'm telling you right now, everything that you do from here on out, you need to ask yourself, is this something that could potentially result in me going to prison for 20 years? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if in your mind you say, the decision I'm making right now, I don't know, there's a possibility it could result in me going to prison for 20 years, then you shouldn't do it. And don't try to do this thing with me where you're asking for forgiveness instead of permission. And if it's something that definitely tells you, oh yeah, I'm going to get in trouble for this, then you definitely should not be doing it. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you get out of lifetime, I'm going to deny the motion, alternate mean conditions to lifetime recovery.
The judge drives the lesson home. Stop asking for forgiveness after making bad choices. Every decision Thompson makes must be weighed against the risk of 20 years in prison. The courtroom drama peaks here, with the judge practically pleading for him to understand the stakes. This is tough love at its most raw.
Fletcher Thompson, who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 0273, for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on February 10th, 2022 for a term of 5 years. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Your Honor, in Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Luis Fletcher Thompson, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of October and November 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And Your Honor, I don't believe there's any other violations of conditions.
No. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
True.
No, knowing that I could sentence you to prison for 20 years and up to $10,000 fine, do you still wish to plead to true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is that?
Counsel.
That my client is going to remain in custody to do another TAP evaluation, continue him on deferred adjudication.
All right, so I'm wondering, why should I do this? And the reason why I ask that is because this is not his first motion to revoke. So we had previous motion to revoke for him, and he was to participate in lifetime recovery program.
Which he did, Your Honor.
All right.
Completed.
And then after that, he was here just April 13th, 2023. It was a violation of condition number 4. And now we're back for another violation of condition number 4. I don't know if there's anything to do for him.
We're not going to sit here, Your Honor, and make excuses for my client. There have been substantial issues in his life. He's homeless, not that that's an excuse. I mean, he's working to make himself better at this point. He indicated to me, and I know I've talked to probation as well, that probation makes every single accommodation available to have him report, whether that's in person, on the phone, via Zoom. So opportunities have been made. He's not here telling the court, you know what, I just absconded. He's actually trying. He's been through some turbulent circumstances in his life. One of those being is he's gotten some of his objects stolen from him, his cell phone, so that made it a little bit impossible for him. He doesn't have a vehicle. He's homeless. So he hasn't had those opportunities, but he's keeping to try and do better. If the court looks at the motion or at the paperwork submitted by probation, he's continuing to do everything. He's completed the classes. So we're asking this court to just give him the opportunity to not be a convicted felon in this matter.
Probation?
Judge would ask that if he is not revoked or him to undergo a new TAP and make DDRF screening while he's in custody. And if DDRF is recommended, if he meets the criteria that he actually be sent to DDRF, that is if he's not revoked.
Another violation comes up, again failing to report. His attorney blames homelessness, lack of transportation, even a stolen phone. Thompson himself admits he got lost trying to find the probation office. The judge isn't buying excuses. The emotional contrast is powerful. On one side, desperation and struggle. On the other, the stern hand of justice demanding accountability.
To your regular location and say, hey, I can't find this new location y'all are sending me to. I'm not familiar with San Antonio. Where is it?
Oh, I didn't know that I could do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
because the goal
but
is to make,
If y'all gave me another chance, can you put me back over there?
no, I mean, I'm not in charge of where you're placed. So what are we going to do about this?
Well, I believe that if the court does keep him on the deferred and we do the whole new TAP evaluation in the DDRF, I think it would be beneficial for him to actually do the DDRF program, which is something that he's indicated to me.
All right, so how are we going to address the homeless issue and all of that?
Well,
Can I go to a homeless group home?
No, I mean, it's just in general. No, you're not doing that right now. Right now, I'm trying to make a decision on whether to revoke you or not. They're saying TAP evaluation in DDRF, which is fine. But my concern is if I go along with this, once he's completed everything, are we going to be right back here with he has no place to stay, he's missing?
I guess that question, Judge, is a little bit more outside
No, it's not.
my pay grade in the sense that I do not know the answer to cure homelessness at this point. Had I known the answer to that, I don't think I would be a lawyer at this point. But if the programs actually do allow him to maybe do some rehabilitation and get him into the workforce, that would essentially give him the opportunity to get his life together, get him a job, get him a pay and he can start looking for an actual place to reside. But at this moment, I don't have a solution.
I get SSI.
Okay, so they have a community court. They probably have some resources that can be given to him. If you get those resources in writing or something and give to him.
Well, I think that would be fantastic for him, but if that's the case, then I don't want him to be a convicted felon because maybe he won't be allowed to get some of those resources, especially for second-degree felons.
So if I continue him, you're walking over the community court, which is right next door, to get those resources. So he have them before he leaves to go back to the jail today?
I think that would be a great idea. I'll walk over to County Court 15.
At last, the court lands on a compromise. Deny full revocation, but impose stricter conditions, including treatment programs and direct transfer to recovery services. The message is clear. This is not just about punishment. It's about giving Thompson one last structured path toward redemption.